should be interactive. So students and teachers, give and take of the ideas, exchanges of the ideas. Even students are, have some knowledge. We can learn, from students' part also, and participate in learning. That is active engagement. This is a necessity of the time. Next, focus on the communication skill or teacher-student relationship. So this teacher-student relationship is the slogan of our Kosi province. That is what empathy. Empathy means teacher and students' relationship should be very much like in a family. So it's a family. It's a big family. Students number and a teacher standing in the classroom means a big family. Second, parents. So there should be that kind of relationship. But sometimes problem is there. Students are in one side, teacher is the other side. So communication is a problem, especially writing skill is a problem. Writing is if the writing skill is a problem with the students, they cannot write a single essay or they cannot write a single paragraph about themselves. They cannot write a single paragraph. So how to motivate for them to go for language skill, especially writing. So this is what I would like to focus on. So we have to go for writing skill more than other skills, but there should be interaction among those four skills. Next, encouraging creativity. Everyone is a creative, everyone has a creative mindset, but we have to address that, giving some space to them, or giving more exposure to the students in the classroom or viewing. Yes. So we have the flipped classroom situation. Flipped classroom situation nowadays is very much popular. It is very much learner centered. It is very much student centered, or it is very much activity oriented. So we can ask them to do some activities at home, and whatever they do at home should be produced in the classroom. So there is a share. So that kind of fit classroom environment also can be introduced so that they can be creative, they can be motivated, and they can be more excited about learning. And critical thinking and problem solving skill. So this is today's necessity. And next one is learners autonomy. Learners autonomy is our slogan. Our slogan is also about ecology, empowerment, and inclusion. I think Dharma knows, yes. So these areas are there in our slogan also, in our theme. Theme of Kosi province is also about empowerment. So how to empower the students? By respecting their autonomy. Autonomy means students are more active and creative in the classroom and outside. So this is another shift we have to go for. Next, now another necessity today is technology. I already talked about technology and its application in the classroom. So there are so many digital tools and technology technology-oriented activities that we can bring into the classroom, but unfortunately we are traditionally guided. Frankly speaking, me as a teacher, teaching for so many years, not so much equipped with technology. I know that, but nowadays modern teachers like you can go can be friendly with technology, so that technology plus in your classroom activity are very much effective. So use of digital tools like gamification, as Roder point did earlier. So how active and how memorization activity was powerful there in his presentation. Suppose introducing each other and sharing the ideas and sharing the introduction of one student with another, and before the class is what you have memory power also. You keep everything in memory, and you remember the name, you remember the place, you remember the areas and hobbies. So this is kind of gamification, and those other tools are there: Mentimeter, Padlet, Kahoot, and e-learning or online learning platforms. So this is our another slogan or theme in this Kosi Province conference, that is innovation. So innovation, empowerment, then empathy. So three areas I try to address through my presentation. Now next, video conferencing. So video conferencing is also a part of the flip classroom. We can present video clips to the students, and they go through the video clips, and they try to be more creative with the help of those video clips. So video conferencing for language practice, multimedia resources of learning, etc. We can go on. So this is technology based. And now after technology is over. From class traditional approach to modern approach, we shifted. Now what is left? Task based. Task based means activity based. Activity based learning for practical language use. This is another important step we have to follow. That is emphasizing real life tasks. Emphasizing real life tasks means I have coined or I have developed one theme of my further study or research study, that is eco pedagogy. Eco pedagogy, we Malasri and myself in the US also last year 2 years back presented talked about eco pedagogy. This is new area of approach, new area in learning approach. Eco pedagogy means eco means contextual, means environmental or simply local context. Pedagogy means local contextual teaching learning activity means eco pedagogy. So eco pedagogy is the cry of the day. We have to address that ecologically or contextually. We have to use local tools, local context or local examples. For example, if we are talking about Halloween of USA, we can bring that context to our context of Bihar or Devsi or any other local festivals of our place. So that is ecology, and pedagogy means ecologically suitable environment created, and then students will be familiar with that activity of USA and from our context. So local context, it is called local context. Global situation, locally applied, and this is called local, not global, but global plus local is equal to local context. So this is eco-pedagogy. Next, motivation through meaningful tasks. Tasks should be very much meaningful or very much practical, and it supports for autonomy and communication proficiency among students. So some students are late too much like yes. So then collaboration. Now I'd like to collaborate with Umesh sir. So Umesh sir, collaboration as a tool for language acquisition. How to acquire language? So acquiring language, acquiring knowledge is always through collaboration, participation, and collaboration, participation like this, collaboration like this, then another one is there. What is that? Yes, communication is there, no doubt. Another, TIO is there. What may be that? Collaboration, communication, participation, and cooperation, or let's say coordination. Because these all the things are together here. We have coordination here because SOR is coordinating. We have collaboration here. So province, center, districts are together. This is collaboration, and we have a kind of let's say communication is also going on inside and outside. You are talking yourself inside, and I am talking outside. But communication is going on, and then there is some kind of let's say innovation also. So this is collaboration, group activities. Through group activities, we can collaborate. We can have some kind of confidence building activity, because so that students speak with your friends, so that they gradually come to the teachers also to speak or to communicate in English, and encouraging interaction in authentic setting. So these are some collaboration activity. And now tailoring instruction to meet diverse learners needs. Perhaps some of the things are the same things that I repeated or I talk about. So I try to skip. Then integrating cultural relevance. I talked about this also. Cultural relevance means our culture, our language is developing. But English is not in a compulsory. English is sometimes primary, sometimes additional or supplementary, sometimes foreign, and sometimes this is a kind of lingua franca. Lingua franca means just a kind of linked language. English is not everything, but English is something. Yes. So in that sense, we have to we have to respect multicultural setting, multicultural perspectives, and that is called our slogan of Kosi province: inclusivity plus diversity. We respect those all things, and this is cultural relevance. Valuing students' linguistic and cultural background, because students from different backgrounds come to the class, and we have to respect that. If if a student talks about very beautiful country, in his accent or his speech or utterance, we have to respect that also. So contextualizing language instruction and use of native language as a bridge. Use of native language as a bridge. Our native language is Nepali. Sometimes we can bring Nepali context in English teaching and learning activity in the classroom. Can't we? We can. So sometimes we can speak Nepali also. But traditionally long back, during our time, oh, the English teacher is speaking in Nepali. English teacher is teaching English in Nepali language. That was a kind of prevalent practice. But now that is gradually reduced. Why? Because we bring our situation also in that situation of the text. Because our texts are not born from Nepali context. Yes? And code switching. So I talk about code switching. And I'm talking about bilingual resources and contextualizing English learning. So these are the now yes, coming to an end. Combining traditional and digital learning is the cry of the day. Combining traditional and digital learning is necessary. So your classroom activity is very effective, very practical, very much collaborative, and blended. It is blended. So fifth classroom model is getting popular nowadays. So let's learn more about fifth classroom for the next conference. So fifth classroom is the cry of the day. Professor, I think you are going for fifth classroom nowadays because it is everywhere, even in training. Many teachers are talking about fifth classroom and integration of knowledge, skills, attitude, and disposition. That disposition, these are the four things I drew from Australian practice of philosophies are there. Some philosophy, I'm sorry for that. Constructivism is a philosophy of learning. Behaviorism and liberationism. That is very oriented. And last one is I like it very much. And foreign people like this one. This one, my habit is also like that. Storytelling or narrative driven learning is very good. I like it. Before you start the class, if you apply this kind of technique, your classroom situation will be very much effective. I don't start teaching very from the very beginning. First of all, I see the classroom situation, whether all students are active or not, whether all students are present or not in my classroom. Then I start my class, and that means they are active and I am also active. And only after that, I start telling a story of my own, my experience. Long back when I was in class 5, I could not speak. I could not spell the word George. George. Oh yes. So it is actually George. Now I came to know, but that time I could not pronounce the right word. I pronounce as Gergoze. 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 Yeah, because it seems like Gergoze, and I pronounce it that way. But now I don't pronounce it that way because now I came to know that it is not Gergoze, but it is George. Because of my father thought like that long back because we are classmates. So storytelling is very wonderful because if students are very passive, are very lethargic, very tired, then they are activated by such kind of very interesting storytelling kind of activity in the classroom. And only that our text will be also more effective. Then formative and summative assessment. Then whether my activity is effective or not. So this is formative and summative. Formative means it is throughout the year it goes on and on. So through half yearly exam or yearly exam, that is formative. But summative means final exam only. Yes. So this assessment should be frequently introduced in the classroom and outside. So this is continuous feedback and self-assessment and peer assessment like this. So these are the things regarding that. Developing analytical and interpretive skills. Now, language and literature. Literature means humanities. Language means education. They are not separate compartments. They go together. Regarding class 9 and 10 English, we have introduction of both text. literature, text and language text side by side by Govindranj Bhattacharya. So we have to combine both let's say areas together so that students will be equipped for critical thinking, creative thinking, analytical skills, interpretive skills. So we have to exercise their brain and our activity for this skill activity. Inquiry based learning, creative and critical thinking activity. So this is that. And authentic language use for real world proficiency. I talked about real objects, and this is ecology. We talked about ecology and visualizing learning or video, video clips or something like that. And key takeaways of today's presentation. What are the things that we can take to the classroom or to back home? What are the things we can talk about? So my focus is about learner-centered, interactive pedagogy, importance of technology today, and authentic materials means local materials, contextual materials, and differentiated instruction and cultural relevance. And this is what I just tried my best to occupy my time and so any queries? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to address those queries. If not, just thank you for your patience and time. And if anything, please. Sir, please. If anything.
Very nice presentation.
So, if anything is there. I'm the part of new faces because I have talked, basic with old faces. Old faces, say the same. But what about new faces? What is your response or queries? Yes, ma'am. If anything new. Something to contribute.
New places also follow with
Old faces.
Sir,
So if so.
यसमा चाहिँ अब जुन चाहिँ नयाँ कुरा देखेको इकोलोजी
Eco-pedagogy.
इको-पेडागोजी
Target is the same. My target is eco-pedagogy. Yeah. It comes.
मैले भन्न खोजेको छ कि हाम्रो कम्युनिटी स्कुलमा हुन्छ नि कम्युनिटी स्कुलमा होमवर्कै गरेर म ल्याउँदिनँ
Yeah.
त्यो समस्यालाई कसरी हल
So thank you for your question. Yeah, we shall talk about this outside. More. Thank you, sir, for your question.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Senior Vice President of Council Province, Mr. Nelta, for try to give this certificate as a program appreciation.
Oh. Wait.
Real ecology. Oh, our banner, sir.
First slide. Okay.
I would also like to offer a round of love to have a very great job.
You are most welcome to Ilam to have a tree.
Thank you everyone for your active participation. Thank you everyone. And